Good morning. It is Thursday, and today consists of doing a couple of things with my mum because she's got the day off work. So to begin with, I'm going to the opticians to get my contact lenses sorted out. As you can see, I'm not wearing my glasses, so that explains that. Though this contact lens is irritating the hell out of me right now. No, I've just messed up my makeup. Thanks, contact lens. Then after that, we're going to go and try and sort out my money and figure out whether it's going to be easier and cheaper to just take money out of my account through the bank that I'm with, or whether it's going to be cheaper to get a travel card. So we need to find that out. And then I think after that it's literally just going to be chilling out, doing some stuff, and printing off all my important information. So I guess I'll see you in a bit. So as you can see, Mum and I had a bit of a haul. Got some new tops and some presents and shoes and food and all that kind of stuff. It is a really nice day out. It's absolutely boiling. I've had to change into more appropriate summer clothing. Oh, you brought it all down. Hello. Hello. What are you doing? Come in. Rio. Hey, bud. Hey, bub. What's that? Okay, well then. Good boy. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. You good lad. You ready? And go. Ready? Go. Ready? Catch. Interception. Go. Ready? Go. Good lad.
Oh, Lily, it's booty. Booty.
It's beautiful.
Oh, sorry. You're not videoing me going his booty, are you? People think I'm nutter. Oh, people probably already know I am. Most people. Oh, this one is lovely. Having it.
So, it's time to break up the day with taking Rio for a walk and collecting some ingredients that we need for a fun little project that you guys will see later on. Yeah, so Mum and I have gone for a walk, as you can see. Rio's had enough. He wants to go home now. So yeah. Rio, please.
He's doing the wiggle dance.
trying to make a bath for Rio. You excited? You excited? Oh, Rio.
Oh yeah. Ready to go? Having a bath? Yes. So I'm having a shower, boy. Ah, is that nice? It's not really, Mum. I like it. You have a paddle. Rio, in your paddle bowl. Your paddle bowl. Here you go. Rio, in. Whoa.
Not impressed. So, for Christmas last year, I got this from a friend. It's a cheesemaker's kit, and that's what Mum and I are going to try and do today. We're going to have a go at making mozzarella, so see how it goes. Okay, so we're going to make mozzarella. So,
Mozzarella.
and it just says water. I assume cold will do. We need 250 millilitres of water into a bowl to add half a teaspoon of citric acid.
250 mil, did you?
250 millilitres. I've sealed these.
I'll tell you what we'll put in Tamsin's doom jar. In her box, we'll put the tankard, the Harry Potter tankard. Because that was her favourite.
I've got to cut a quarter of this tablet. Is this a joke?
I don't want me to.
I thought I'd be able to do it with scissors, but
Oh no, you won't be able to do it with scissors, are you?
no, it's fine, I got it. Just need to get it out of the actual packaging.
You need to get that, get the chopping board out. Very careful, if you break it up, you're not going to be able to get it. So where's the... Are you able to make more than one lot of cheese then?
Oh, I think so, yeah. I just need a quarter of it to put in there and stir.
No, it's fine, it's nearly done. There, it's done. Oh. So you see, that's 6 pints.
What is it? Just
Yeah, that's 3 litres, and this is 3.5 litres, and this is half a litre.
how am I get pouring? It's all got to go in there. You finished with all that?
Yeah, it's rubbish.
The hands are wet now.
I think it's all going to go in there.
Pour it all.
This is going to be the most expensive mozzarella going.
Right, put it into a saucepan and stir in this. Place on medium heat. Can you find the thermometer out of that box, please?
I don't think you need to tell people that.
I'm going to put music over the top of this anyway.
Oh, wait.
Right, so then it needs to go on a medium heat.
Whoa!
So I have to keep stirring this now until it reaches 32 degrees centigrade, and by the looks of things it's going to take forever. This is what we're currently on, and I have to stir gently the entire time. Send help. Gently add the solution instead of continuously.
Oh, that looks disgustingly disgusting. It looks like puke.
Stir for 30 seconds.
It's comfy now.
Can you flip that down, please?
Down.
Yes, flip it down. So this
Wait, start.
is what it looks like now.
Like, ugh. Gooey gooey.
Delicious.
Not. Oh, that's a bit strange.
Don't cut it too much because we're not supposed to break it up.
Oh, there you go.
Huh? So we've cut the curds into chunks, and now we have to put it back on the stove on a medium heat and warm them to 41 degrees, stirring slowly.
There we are.
Slowly. Right, how about this? I'll hold the thermometer in the middle, and you just stir it gently and slowly. You're breaking them up a bit.
Oh, they're all ready for a cook.
Don't stir them, just leave it, I guess.
On medium heat, not low. I've got to get my cake out. Oh God, it's all happening. Mine's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
You want to put it on there?
Yeah, I'll do it in a minute. Nearly stabbed you. Just want to check this is done. It's done.
This is so ridiculous. The curds will eventually clump together. Maybe you do have to stir it. Look,
Sorry.
I dropped it. Oh God! Stop! We need to get it out.
I'm trying to find it. Why didn't you tell me you were there? Where's it gone? Oh, it is. It's coming. We've cooked it. Yeah. They will eventually clump together. Sorry, I've burnt you.
I don't know.
Where was it?
On my arm. I don't think you're out.
No.
That's like.
There's no more. That'd be interesting on your video.
This isn't clumping together.
No, it's not, is it?
We're nearly at the. Should we just keep going?
I don't know. It is starting to clump together.
It's nearly at 41.
I'll just leave it. I wouldn't bother stirring it anymore. Perhaps it won't make too much mozzarella. Then what we've got to do?
Can you flip the screen down, please? So, this is what it looks like now. This is apparently going to be mozzarella. Apparently.
God, it's going to take forever, this is.
Well, that's one mozzarella ball.
Apparently it's quite sweet, that liquid. You tried it. Anything else? Otherwise it's going to go hard. In this heat, it will go hard.
So, we finished the mozzarella balls.
Yay!
So, as you can see, I got a little bit sidetracked with making some cheese, but ultimately I managed to get everything I wanted to do done today in terms of New Zealand. I got some extra little bits to go in my hand luggage, like little lip balms and a small little perfume to take, because my only other perfume I've got is going to have to go in my case because it's too big. So that was pretty productive. I found out that flight socks only come in one size, so the flight socks that we have at home should be big enough or small enough depending on whichever it is. So I'm just going to borrow one of my parents' ones of that. I went and got my contacts tested. It was interesting. They always do a little bit where they have like a little orange dye and they like lift your, well, pull your bottom bit of your eyelid down and drop like this little orange dye into your eye. And basically what it does is it, from what I understand, it clings onto the dry bits on your eyeballs, so that if your contact lenses are drying your eyes out or you're getting irritation, they can see whether it's the cause of dryness in your eyes and recommend a different brand or different sort of moisture level within the contacts. But it's really funny because they drop a little bit in each eye, And then they have, I'm sure you guys have probably seen it before, but it's one of those ones where you put your face in the like restraints kind of thing, I guess, and then this blue light comes and it swivels around your eye, and the optician always asks you to look in loads of different directions, but their main point is not to blink. It's so difficult. It's unreal. Like, I don't know whether you guys have ever been shone in the eyes with a torch or whatever, but that hurts. Like, it's not comfortable, and this, you're sitting there and you know you can't blink because the optician needs to be able to look like all around your eye to check that it's not dry. But at the same time, I always feel a bit like keeping my eye open all this time is gonna dry it out anyway. I mean, I'm not an optician, but you feel me? Either way, we got that all done. I know I'd been having a little bit of issue with my contact lenses, which is why I'd stopped wearing them for a little bit. But really, it just turns out that basically my prescription needed changing very slightly. So I've ordered 2 months of contact lenses in, which should hopefully last me for the trip. I don't wear them, like I said, don't wear them very often. Probably just be for any kind of like hiking or anything like that I do, where I wouldn't want to wear my glasses in case it gets broken. So that's ticked off. I've got to go and collect those in 10 days. 10 days is the day that I fly. But unfortunately this was the earliest appointment they could get me. So cutting it a little bit fine, but it'll be fine. We'll make it. It'll be fine. So on top of that, my non-prescription sunglasses that I got from like I don't know, for like £1 years ago, I basically just kept them in my car because I don't really wear them anymore. But turns out keeping sunglasses in your car with no protection isn't very good for the lenses. So they're all scratched up to high hell, so I brought myself a new pair of sunglasses, which are somewhere. It would have been helpful if I had them here to show you, but they're great. I like them. So I got a new pair of non-prescription sunglasses. What else did I get? I think that was kind of it for buying. Oh no, that's a lie. I got some red Converse. I've been trying to get some high top red Converse for ages, and I finally managed to get some. So I'm pretty pleased with that. They cost me £6.25. Can't complain. So I got some of those. And on top of that, we finally went into the bank to discuss moving money over and all that kind of stuff. Turns out, if you want to take a lot of money over to another country, it costs a lot of money. Yeah. So, in order to pay my rent and stuff, whilst I possibly don't have a job out there, it is going to cost me a lot of money to move the money over that I've saved for this in order to live. Always good to find out. Just swell. Yeah. I had a look at a couple of travel cards, but they turn out to be even more expensive than just doing it yourself, and like paying on your debit card turns out to be, so that's not great. But ultimately, the cheapest option, if any of you do think of doing it, is to just stick with your bank. Obviously, I think the charges will probably differ depending on who you're with, but for me, it costs me £1.95 in British pounds to take out any money from an ATM machine. The maximum amount I can take out is £300, so whatever that equates to in dollars, that is the amount I can take out. Which isn't too bad. £1.95 for every transaction isn't too bad, but on top of that you've got some like other charges that come with being a bank. I don't know, I got a bit confused from that point on. My mum and the worker were just sort of discussing bank stuff and I was just gone. Either way, at least £1.95 is how much I would have to pay to take money with my direct debit card out of the ATM. In order to pay for things with my direct debit, just like with my debit card in like restaurants or shops or whatever, that is a charge of £1.25. Which if you're buying a big thing or like paying rent, I guess isn't too much, but it's still a charge. So the plan is just wing it, basically. I'm not getting a travel card. I will probably take out lump sum in cash maybe. I haven't really decided yet, but the main sort of plan is to get a bank account as soon as I can. As soon as I have accommodation, I can apply for a bank account. The thing is with New Zealand bank accounts though is that you cannot open a bank account unless you can prove that it's you that's opening it. So my account won't be able to open until I get to New Zealand, which means I can't put any money in it until I get to New Zealand. But to transfer money over from my account into an international account, I have to ring up and do it, which means incurring charges to ring the bank from New Zealand. More charges, just everywhere. Money. The banks they just want your money. They don't care about anything else. It's just money everywhere. So that's something to think about. If you guys decide to do this, definitely look into what your bank will charge you, what your bank will sort of want you to pay for any transactions you want to make, how to make transactions to international account, because sometimes you won't be able to do it online. Sometimes you will have to ring up and do all that so they can ensure that it's going to the right account, or I don't know, all of this kind of stuff. Also double check what the interest rate is going to be in any accounts that you want to look at in New Zealand and stuff like that, or wherever it is you're going to go to. Definitely do your research in money. The reason that I did my research is because when Sam and I applied for the visa, it did actually say in one of the little self-help websites that we were looking at, make sure you open a New Zealand bank account, otherwise any work you do, which obviously we're both planning to work, will be charged at emergency tax, which is, I believe, off the top of my head, 50% of what you earn. The big 50, 50%. So, I obviously do need to open an account so I don't get charged emergency tax, because good God, I need that money to live. But obviously moving over that money into the account causes even more problems, and it generally takes about 10 days for any amount of money to be moved over into an international account. Definitely worth remembering. So the sooner I can open an account in New Zealand, the sooner I can live off the money that I've saved over here in England. But either way, I still have to find the cash to somehow live 10 days. It's making my head hurt. But now you guys are somewhat clued up as to where I'm at with my money situation. AKA not very far. I've just been bombarded with a bunch of information from Santander, any kind of travel cards, exchange rates. Money is not my forte. I can save it, but I don't understand it.